Hello and welcome. Welcome back to Lost Legacy, our live play D&D. Back after the holidays, back after the New Year's. This is episode 10, and I named it something cool. Don't remember what it is. Oh, Familiar Foes. That's it. I know I made a name up. I could have used Rat Maze, but I chose not to, which was a suggestion from
You could have
last
done Rat Race, Gene.
Rat Race. Yeah, we had a lot of good suggestions last session. That was nearly 2 months ago. So, yes, this is our D&D live play. This will be episode 10. And why don't we go into some introductions, and then I will give a little bit more description about what we do and what's going on, and then we'll get into the game. So, we're going to start with how I see it on Discord, we'll start with Norm.
Hey everyone, I'm Norm. I'll be playing Kellen, your favorite gnome. He likes to make things blow up. Happy New Year. I think it's been a while, like 7 weeks since we played, so glad to be here and hope for a good night.
Awesome. Thank you, Norm. And I also forgot to mention things that you're doing if you want to. I know you have a play next weekend.
I do. The next 2 weekends, if anybody's around Philly, I'm part of a theater called Old Academy Players. It's in East Falls. It's where Grace Kelly got her start. I am appearing in Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None.
And he's
So if
fantastic.
anybody's,
I saw it last weekend.
thank you. Thank you. The crowds have been excellent, but we can always squeeze a few more people in. Thanks a lot.
And that's at Old Academy Players.
Old Academy, you got it.
You didn't give me an
Old
ad, so
Academy,
it's not getting put up.
oldacademyplayers.org.
All
I
right.
sent you one earlier. I think I sent you one before.
I don't believe you. That doesn't sound like me forgetting things out the stream. That sounds truly like a lie. All right. Next, we will go into Sam.
Hey, I'm Sam. I'm playing Odyseth Kroshtuk, our dragon-born cleric. I have nothing to plug, but I am very excited to be here and that we're back underway in 2024.
Nice. And last but not least,
Bang, 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 bang.
Randy.
Hey, gang. My name is Rennie Stern. I am part of the Unconventional Heroes team, help making this thing happen. I play Disbin Tinderfoot, Goblin Paladin Extraordinaire. I definitely was not bitten by a rat and definitely feel fine. I'm excited to see what happens.
Super fine. Well, speaking of that rats and all that fun stuff, Chris can't join us due to the weather and minor injury, so he will fortunately not be able to attend. So we will have Rennie, like he was Jaegering Oda last session. He will also control Finn this session just to make my life a little easier. With that, you should have channel points if you are, following us and watching us, and you can spend those in various ways. There are generally two ways you can spend them, at least on this version of our stream, which is you could spend a cheaper amount and you can give either a specific player or the group an inspiration, which they can choose to use before they know the result of a roll. Or if you want to do a little more expensive, get a little bit more spicy, you can give me the inspiration and I will likely use it against them. But if they have helpful NPCs or an interaction that could, reveal things that I really think are necessary, maybe I'll spend it to hopefully make sure they succeed. Whew. With that, that's a lot. I'm done. Oh, I'm Gene. I'm the GM. Or Gino. I guess I should introduce myself, but whatever. Okay, so, all right, so last we left off, and we're going to kind of recap quickly, after interacting with a few of the different were-rats that turned on you and having Odysseus silence them, you found a secret entrance due to them where you were going to go enter their lair. You cleared the cave during that time and moved forward and you were warned that there were traps ahead. You were looking out for 3 people. You were looking out for a were-rat assassin, a were-rat alpha, and a plague master. I forget what it's called, but some sort of plague rat. So he's making a strange disease, or might be part of what's going on. As you guys move your way through this underground tunnel, it eventually found it into a older architecture and turned into a worked tunnel. that revealed to you that you were underneath what you believe to be Draven Rest Manor, which is one of the. It's on the inner ring, but it is one of the first large mansions that you saw, and you have found a statue in here that revealed the founding person of the city, a statue of Draven Rest. You also found a globe of the world, but Odysseus noticed that there was no scar in the world, so there was also no denotation of Casralia. So this was definitely a few hundred years ago. This globe, and also that you also found out that also helped disarm the traps that were in this room that were ahead of you. As you made your way in, you started smelling salt water. You made your way into a side room which had crates and packages and a small dock. There you defeated a were-rat ogre, a were-rat, and a bunch of rats. And you did it quietly and stealthily, and all was well. You moved over to a room on the left, which I can kind of zoom in so people can see what's going on, and you guys should also be able to see in your map what's going on. Where you guys over here in this right area, that's where you fought the ogre. As you move over to the left, you found another trap, a bunch of rats. You killed those, and you found 4 sleeping were-rats who Disbin, using being a paladin and a virtuous person, said, I can't kill sleeping people. Odysseus, Finn, and everyone else had no issues with this, including Reggie, because as when they were asking about tactics, Odysseus piped in saying, we should not leave enemies behind us as we are moving forward. And so everyone kind of agreed on a tactical situation of, you guys need to sweep and clear as quietly as possible before moving forward. You began after clearing that. Oh, you also found a cargo manifest and crew manifest that is written in Goblin. So unfortunately, Disney was not quite smart enough to figure out what the strange cargo that was being carried. But given time and using translation and working with probably Odysseus or Kellen, you will likely be able to figure out if there are rare ingredients or things that Disbin missed. But you swept the ledger, and you made your way south. The corridor split into a left and right. You looked for the one that was more well traveled, and it was the right side passage. So you walked down it. You kind of failed your stealth. Let's say you didn't do great. And you were greeted by a were-rat who was like, hey guys, what are you guys doing here? And everything was going smooth and gravy. You were smooth talking your way through it like you belonged. And then Reggie started growling because he's still a dog and he hates were-rats.
He had the rat killing madness.
And he does have the rat madness. At that time, the were-rats in the room realized the jig was up. You guys realized the jig was up, and violence occurred. I think you fought off like 2 or 3 were-rats, a bunch of piles of rats, and one, as your necrotic dragon throughout your fog, your spiritual shroud, moved in. They were like, and one of the were-rats called to one of the giant rats to escape in a direction to maybe try to warn someone, but you quickly you called upon your divine power, and with a tolling of a dragon's roar, it crumbled in necrotic energy as you told the dead, making sure that there were no survivors. During this time, a miraculous natural 20 perception check from Dizzy revealed that there were people calling from a room to the north going, hey, is everything all right? Finn did not hear as well, so he heard, everything all right? But you guys have just made out this voice call of, hey, is everything okay? And Disbin answered with a classic, everything's fine, how are you? And they complained loudly that they are waiting for their appointment, and they are disappointed that it has not come up yet. You also know that these are distinctly human voices speaking common, versus a lot of the like where folk seem to be goblinoid or of a monstrous race. And I think that's where that was. Kabam! We are caught up.
It's a great
We're
memory,
in it.
Gene. Let me tell you.
I listened to this episode during work. I have it on YouTube, so I did
All
that
right.
because I had to. I wanted to because I know Sam missed literally that adventure because he was there for when things were silenced, and then he missed this one spot, and that's it. So I was like, cool. So, also just to mention that Lamont is assisting you guys as a shadow butler, and he is currently existing in Finn's shadow or occasionally jumping out. And he has a telepathic connection with Finn currently, so that if you need to, he can understand you, but he can also speak back through Finn. And that's where we're at. So, the room has gone calm. There are a bunch of dead bodies, a bunch of drained rats that are withered and husks. And it seems as right now, the place has gone quiet. You do know that there are people to the north of you.
Right. So, Gene, just to reiterate, that voice came from this way, right?
Correct. Yep, that is absolutely correct.
All right. That's what I remember as well. All right. Perfect. So, I'm going to kind of look at everyone with like a. And I'm going to kind of point away from where the sound came from. I'd like to point sort of basically directly south because I believe there's a door directly to our south. Basically, I'm pointing right down there.
Okay. How this water is not deep or anything, is it?
Hello? There we go. Sorry, I muted my mic. It is stagnant water.
Okay.
You're guessing it's probably residue because you guys were close. You know, there's a canal up in this area. It's where your grung companion, like when from the embassy, like swam into.
Mm-hmm.
So you're guessing that this is somewhere near that, or at least near the waterway.
I'll start moving to the south.
All right.
Since we're not in combat, there's no reason for me to still have this up, right?
Well, it lasts 10 minutes.
Okay. So I might as well.
If you, yeah, I mean, if you're like, hey, we do nothing for 10 minutes, absolutely. But currently it is up, and, we'll roll a d10 and determine how long, you have left if you enter combat before it goes away.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So as you approach this way, and Otisesh, so this area is dimly lit, but Kellen has also given you like what'd you give him? That's your like flashlight.
Get one of those little devices I think I can make light. Oh no, I have light spell. I think, don't I? No, hold
No,
on.
you gave him.
I made one of those little.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of my little things that I can light up.
Okay. Well,
Right.
you want tell me what it is because I don't know what it looks like, buddy.
Let me see. It's a little object, a little figurine of like a torch. So
Okay.
I touch it and it gives off a light.
So it gives you about a 5 foot of bright light and then 5 foot of dim because you figured you need to be able to see where you're going, but you don't want to ruin everyone's stealth. But at least right now, everything's kind of dimly lit, so you are making much better than before. So you don't need this as much, but you have one. You have it in your pocket. And you can like turn it on and off. All right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah. Everyone else can see in the dark, so I was like, Otisesh would be like, I would like to not stumble where we're going. Okay, so I see Finn has approached the door. I'm assuming modus operandi of investigate for traps like he did before. Okay, roll me an investigation with advantage because Lamont is giving him the help action in his shadow.
Investigation with advantage.
Correct.
Okay, that is going to be a +6 for my boy. Ooh, 15 with advantage.
So the door is locked, but it is not trapped.
Right, just give me a second here, gents. And Finn will go for his lockpicks and attempt to unlock this door.
Okay.
Can Finn make a perception check to see if he hears anything on the other side?
Absolutely. He will not have
His
advantage on
perception.
that.
Yeah, that's fine. Man, Finn is rolling like crap tonight. That's an 11 perception.
Okay. Yeah. As of right now, he. As of right now, he doesn't hear anything. Lamont says to Finn, "If you wish, sir, I could try to investigate through the doorway again."
Right, I keep forgetting you can fucking do that, can't you? Yeah, mate, go check it out.
All right. So slithering through his shadow, Lamont heads over, and let me make a quick stealth check for him. Wow. Okay. So he kind of slips through the cracks of the door. I would say about 2 minutes go by, and the shadow slips back out. He goes inside. There is a gruesome scene. It seems to be there are some people strapped to slabs. There are a bunch of rats, and it looks like a few were rats. There was also a strange lizard creature in there, not quite similar to Otisesh, but it it is awful. It's like a surgery, and it seems like there might be a doorway right to the left of this doorway as well, but it is
Is that a
closed.
better way? Is that a better way to get inside?
Uh, no, I'm sorry. It is an interior door that might
Oh,
lead you
right,
somewhere.
right.
And it's also a false wall, so it will not appear as a door, but I believe it's a false wall.
Fucking clever shadow you are. Um,
Thank you, sir.
Finn will relay this to the group.
He is saying there's one of my kind being experimented on.
Yeah, Dizzy's face will kind of harden for a moment, and he'll go, if there's people in there being tortured, being experimented on, we have to do something about it. Get that door open, Finn. And Finn
Oh, Kellen just
and
nods and gives you the okay sign.
yeah.
How do I fucking
And
activate?
Dizzy will just kind of, swing that war pick around, obviously ready to roll in hot, as it were.
Okay.
All right, Finn is going to attempt to unlock these doors.
Make me a sleight of hand or thieves' tools.
Jesus effing bejesus. Where does he have sleight of hand advantage?
Uh-huh.
So Gene, I got a 9 with these tools.
Okay, he attempts it, but it does not seem like it. First attempt does not seem successful. I guess it's a bit tricky. This lock is old. I'm afraid that when I open it, it's gonna make noise.
If he failed, am I able to try?
Absolutely.
Okay. So it's be what is it? Sleight of hand plus what I get double my proficiency bonus, right?
Correct, because you have expertise in tools.
Correct. Yeah, I rolled a 1. That is a fail.
Did you? Cool. Okay, your lockpicks break. There is a group
Okay.
inspiration if you'd like to use it.
Yes, let me use it as inspiration. I don't want to break these things.
All right.
Anything has to be better than a 1. Much better. 24.
Okay, so
It's eight plain.
you're a little bit more used to these finer locks and these ancient structures, and you kind of get in there and you squirt some grease in there and you click, and the door unlocks. All
I'll
right.
look over behind my shoulder to see who wants to go first. Otherwise, I'll just have my gun leveled and be ready to go in.
I will nod at Kellen and move to the front, and I will open the door.
All right. Are you trying to do this quietly, or are you trying to?
I will attempt stealth.
All right. Make me a stealth check using your strength.
Ooh,
Well,
I'm into
because you're
that.
trying to be quiet with the door, so it's a little bit more of a, you know, taking some of the weight off the hinges, opposed to, you know, using your dexterity.
Okay, so we are gonna add. I'm not proficient in it. Basically, it's just gonna be a d20 plus 5. 16.
Okay. The door, you kind of like your muscles tense a little bit as you're holding some of like the big bars, so it doesn't like scrape across the floor, and it opens up. So let's do some revealing. Oh boy, I was like, I have not used Roll20 and it has recently updated. So okay,
There's some really cool features now, just as a heads up.
I have not checked any of those. uh, oh fuck, where are my layers? Oh, I think they're down here. No. GM layer. Alright, cool. Oh, nope. I need to click things. Alright, so I've opened it, but now I need to put these all on the token layer. Here, sorry,
Uh,
miss. Yeah.
just a quick note for all the other PCs here. If you are within that orange zone around me, you have +4 to saving throws.
I do not see an orange zone around you.
Okay, fair enough. If you're within 10 feet of me,
Okay,
you have +4 to saves.
great.
Sorry, guys. I gotta take one step away, but I'll be right back. So just give me 1 second. Roll initiative, and I'll be right back.
Oh, the DM's gone. Let's mess stuff up. Nice, Sam. Me and you about to rock some shit.
Yeah, how do I have it select my token? It looks like it gave me an
So
error
you
instead of
basically, when you do it, brother, you want to click your token first, then click your initiative on your D&D Beyond. That
okay.
will auto
Yep.
send your initiative.
Sorry, I apologize for that. I haven't eaten dinner yet, and that's my dinner.
Okay.
All right, let me go to the token layer and let's add some initiatives. So, the big brown rats are swarms, and the weird-looking rats are the giant disease rats. Just so you all know. As you open this door, you notice that it smells of sickness. Like, definitely people sick. It smells. Norm, give me an intelligence check. Give me. You know what? Give me an intelligence check plus double proficiency, like you're making an alchemy
Okay.
check.
Got it.
Okay. All right. I need to get some shit out.
Let me see.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
Doesn't make them.
So it smells. Let's let's see. It smells like there's definitely some sort of alchemic concoction in here, mixed with this like sick smell.
Okay.
All right. So that's that. All right. Now I need to roll for you guys. Oh wow, that is a wild difference. All right. So you guys are currently not noticed, but you can kind of see into this room. There are some pillars, so like Reggie is definitely smelling that there are plenty of things in here, while you may not be able to fully see them.
Okay.
So yeah, you can if you want to move into the room, you can definitely move in and then make me some stealth checks, and then I'll just have this initiative kind of floating in case a fight breaks out.
Gene, I want to roll right up onto this rat humanoid and fucking end him.
Cool. You know what? Then why don't we may as
I'm
well
glad
just
that's the prevailing opinion because I am not stealthy.
yeah. Okay.
Oh, same.
Yeah, I just let me finish rolling up my initiatives. Is that everyone? No, I'm missing Lamont's initiative. Oh, why am I using the die I can't fucking read? There we go. Like a fucking crazy person. I'm like, I can't see this. So I keep squinting harder. Okay. Does everyone have an initiative in here?
Yep.
No, we need please add Corfin.
Ah, yes. Oh, did you roll for him?
I did.
What'd you get?
He got a 10.
A 10. Okay. Perfect. All right, let's go with descending. So cool. I'm gonna.
Otisesh also needs to be added, G.
Ah, I can do that. Otisesh. Add turn. What did Otisesh get?
20.
20. Okay. Descending. Wow. Okay, Dizzy's faster than Otisesh. What's your dex, Otisesh?
+2.
Perfect. All right. So, Dizzy, it is your turn. They are currently surprised, and I'll say with that stealth check, you can do your first strike with advantage.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna roll up onto this rat person and
Okay.
just silently raise that.
Well,
Okay.
while you're doing that, why don't I just reveal, I guess, the rest of the room as you get that sickly smell and you see three people on slabs with what looks like an unconscious purple grung all the way in the distance. And this room is full of were rats, and they seem to be like looking over these humanoids that are on these slabs. You notice that there are like strange, like almost like IVs full of like a black liquid attached to all of the people on the slabs. So you roll into this room.
That is frighteningly gross. Yeah, I'm just gonna silently raise my war pick after I see whatever abomination is happening around me, and I'm just gonna end this dude.
Okay, perfect. Yep, I can. Yep, AC 12, I think, might be the highest AC we have. Yep, AC 12, I believe, is our
Um,
highest AC, just to make you guys be able to go quicker.
cool, great. That first strike will deal 10 damage.
Okay, and it shrieks back as the silver pick kind of, the wound seems to fester and burn angrily.
Do I have Hunter's Mark up? I don't believe
No,
I
you
do.
lost it last fight.
That's exactly what I thought as well. Perfect. I will I cast anything? No, at the moment I will not. I will take swing number 2. I will deal another 12 damage to this
All
thing.
right, this guy is looking hurt, but he is, still up, shocked, like, starting to like reel and react.
Great. Well, Reggie, seeing a weakened foe, will get a rat-killing gleam in his eye.
Yep, that sounds right.
All right. So the first attack will deal 4 damage, and the second attack misses.
Okay. This guy looks. He goes from like, hey, normal day, he is hurt. And he's shrieking and starts like yelling, but he hasn't gotten to a point where he can do that. All right, that is Dizzy. Otisesh, it is your turn.
Great. The brown rats are were
So
rats?
these big brown rats right here, these
Yeah.
are swarms of rats.
Got it.
These are giant rats, and these are were rats. And they're small. They are small size, so you assume they might be a small size race.
Yeah. 15, 20, 25, 30. So first I'll move.
Okay.
That should cause 3 things to take Spirit Guardian damage.
I think they take it at the start of their turn because you're forcing them into it versus them moving into it.
That might be true.
But it means that when they start their turn, they will take the damage.
Let's see. Okay. And then I'm going to cast Spirit Weapon.
Okay. Of course you're gonna cast a fucking spirit weapon, and now I gotta fucking put something in there for you.
Wow. Real salty about a cleric casting the most common spell a cleric can cast.
Really, I should have made a cool fucking spirit weapon for him. So it's really just my fault. It's more just I'm blaming me. All right, we're gonna turn this turtle man. He's gonna be your spirit weapon.
Wait.
Where do you want it? And I'll give you control.
Next to, giving me control of it might be.
Controlled by Sam. All right, buddy, it's all yours.
This feels more like Pokemon than I was expecting. Okay, I'm gonna summon it right next to me and hit this.
Okay.
Where we're at.
Make an attack, please. Yeah, I'm gonna say you don't get advantage because you're covered in a giant fog of a rolling dragon mouth. So
sure.
It's pretty obvious.
16.
That hits.
10.
Nice.
What is your spiritual weapon?
What? It's probably just like a huge,
like dragon claw, like a necrotic claw, kind of like you're like I'm imagining your spirit guardians is like this fog where they see this like looming maw, and then coming out of it is like a claw, and that.
Cool. I dig that.
Okay.
That's very cool.
This fucking rat disappears beneath the fog.
Cool.
Just.
And then, as a bonus action, I can move the spirit weapon and attack again. Yes,
that was your bonus action to summon the spirit weapon.
Oh, I thought it was a regular action.
Nope, it was a bonus action to summon and do the attack. You actually have a full action right now.
All right, then I will toll the dead on the next were-rat that's out of my range.
So these are pillars that you can't quite see through. So if you want to move around,
I'll just. Let's see.
I mean, you could have done it on your way in if you wanted.
Yeah, let's just do it that way, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, no problem. I didn't really give a great description. He fails to save, but he's not hurt.
Okay. So it is... Should be 2d8 because of my level, right?
Correct.
$10.
All right. So after this fog and this necrotic dragon moving around it, it lets out a challenging roar as Otisesh channels his divine power, and this thing, you watch its eyes start to bleed and parts of its ear go down. All right. Hey, I'm gonna make some saving throws. You should probably roll your spirit guardian's damage.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I don't think I'm gonna make it, buddy. I don't think we're doing it. Nope. 14's my highest.
Cool. The save is 15 and the damage is 16.
Damage is how much?
16.
Okay, cool. a bunch of the piles of rats begin to wither away, and they are no longer surprised.
I mean, I feel like they're still pretty surprised.
Yeah, well, this is the
Different
surprise
kind of
round.
surprise.
Um, Lamont will just kind of move up to this swarm of rats. He will hit said swarm of rats. Let's see how he does. 5 and 3 is. He does exactly enough. You watch the rest of the rats wither away. And then he will jump. In Finn's head, he goes, Sir, there are a bunch of creatures in here. Do you have a particular target you wish to attack? Finn hears.
Finn is gonna reply with, just yeah, stay to the shadows. Yeah, funny joke. Just sort of stay near the edge. I'm gonna kind of coming up along the wall.
All right. There is an injured one. It seems to be bleeding from the eyes and ears. I would suggest you going for the throat, and he will give Finn the help action as a bonus action. All right. That way rats no longer surprised. 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 Kellen, your turn.
All right. I will use a bonus action to cast. Just had the name of the spell here. Give me a moment to find it. Kinetic Jaunt.
Nice.
10, 15, 20,
What's it look like?
20.
Tell me about your cool alchemy science magic.
All right, a kinetic jaunt. Let me see.
Like, do your boots glow? Do things start like powering in your armor? Like, what's going on?
Yeah, basically grabs a bit of powder from his pouch. He says the words and then just sprinkles it on his feet, and it kind of like almost like a dancing motion, and you see him fly basically move very quickly, 35 feet.
Okay.
It's really unusual for him. He will get a beat on this one. He will change one of the settings on his gun, and that will effectively be a firebolt. And he will fire away.
Who are you attacking? Sorry.
The one right in front of me.
This giant rat. Okay.
That
perfect.
one.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah.
And I roll an 18.
You hit.
It should. I set this up to do the additional damage. It's not really working in my thing, so I do 3 fire plus my regular damage. 9, 12, 15 fire.
This rat is cooked. As it bursts into flames, your gun discharging. Anything else? And remember, you still have your flamethrower on your wrist, but I know you use a bonus action to kinetic jaunt.
Oh, you're right. Yep. Okay, that's it for me then.
All right, Finn.
All right, as a bonus action, Finn is going to surprise the world by taking the hide action.
I'll say he doesn't have to do that. I'll say you can roll me a stealth check for him because you guys would have been hidden before you kicked this off.
Oh, I mean, I'll take that.
Yeah, I mean, again, you activated the surprise round, but again, most of you drew the attention of everyone, so I'm a fair and just man and believe in how it would really
Nice. Work. Well, I appreciate that, Gene. That will be a 21 for his stealth.
No one knows that this person exists, as there's a giant dragon man and a goblin slaughtering their way through this.
Perfect. Finn will... Oh, let me look at the range. I think it has dagger range, but I want to
60,
check.
Actually. It has 60.
Oh, it has way better than dagger. So, honestly, 5, 10, 15... Finn's just going to kind of roll around this corner, all slinking around the corner, and he's going to stay low to the ground and kind of reach into the shadow behind him and fling forward one of his psychic blades at the bleeding eyeball man.
You will have advantage from the help action, and you're also stealthy.
Gene, I'm gonna sharpshoot for the first time in Finn's life.
He's done it before when I controlled him.
Neat. Oh, I rolled a natural 1, but I have advantage.
Correct.
Okay, so that will be a total of 13.
That hits, and because you hit, you can spend an extra d6 on damage from the ever helpful Lamont.
That's incredible.
Yep.
He
Whenever
just adds a d6 to my damage.
when he gives you a help action, you also gain a d6, which you can add to the d20 roll. If you don't use it, you can instead add it to the damage.
Dear God. Cool. So Finn does so far 20 damage
Okay.
plus. Hold on. I thought I did it. Hold on. Oh, there it is. So he does 20 damage plus 34 damage altogether. The psychic blade.
I feel strongly that he probably would have killed a fresh one, but this one's already hurt, and you just watch literally its eyes pop and just blood pours out. There's no wound from where this dagger hits him, but just pretty sure just blood from the nose, mouth, ears, eyes, and he just crumples to the floor, reverting into a goblin.
Ooh, interesting.
The one you killed, Dizzy, turned into a halfling.
Okay. Good to know.
You have a bonus action left, Finn.
Yeah, he sure does. He's gonna throw another psychic dagger at this dude down here. This dude is well within his range.
Yep, absolutely. You have no advantage.
Okay. He's feeling confident after that display, so he's gonna sharpshoot again.
Perfect.
Oh, that is gonna be a 14 to hit.
That hits. You don't have to roll damage. So another psychic dagger flies out his other hand, and it enters the rat, and the rat just kind of turns over and just stops moving. All right. Boom.
Finn will take
Yep.
the rest of his movement 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, he'll hang back with Kellen. He likes hanging with his buddy Kellen.
Okay.
There you go.
All right, let me kind of move the battlefield so people can see stuff. All right. Boop. Okay, so it is top of the initiative for, and yeah, I need all my stuff. There we go. Top of the initiative. So these people are like freaking out, and now that you're looking at them, while they are were-rats, they seem to be like in not like nurse clothing, but like they seem to be monitoring these people. And to describe them, there is an older human man, top right by the grung. This guy. There seems to be a humanoid in like full plate, very fancy, and there seems to be a dwarven woman.
These are the patients, right?
Correct. I'm just kind of giving you ideas of what you see.
Thank
and
you.
then there's a grung that is crumpled on the floor.
Yeah.
All right. Dizzy, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of look to Otisesh and be like, finish the ones down here off. I'm gonna go make sure these people are all right. And me and Reggie go charging down here.
Okay. Yeah, so you see that this woman is like strapped down to this slab, this dwarven woman, and there's like a more not like an older version of an IV that has this like blackish like mercurial liquid that seems to be pumping into her veins, and like you can definitely see it going down and up her arm.
Good God. Okay. What is her state besides
She's
having this needle in her?
she is unconscious. They are all unconscious.
She's unconscious. And the were-rat that's next to her is monitoring her.
Yeah.
What's their dress? Do they got knives? Do they got lab coats? Like what
They are dressed in like normal people clothing, so you know they don't look like nurses, but they're definitely not dressed in like filth. They're dressed like they are here, and they're a bit cleaner than what you were fighting before. They have like a short sword or like a scalpel, but they seem to be more or
Okay.
less making sure these people don't die. Like they're definitely like, but as you turn around, you know their beady eyes look at you, sharp teeth, claws. You know, they are ready to fight.
Yeah, no, I think Disney just thinks they are doing something wholly unnatural and has to stop it. So
That feels
he's not gonna ask questions, he's just swinging.
good. Okay.
That will be a hit for 11 damage.
Okay.
And I will swing again, and I will miss the second time.
Okay. He kind of like this were rat scrambles back. Um, yeah.
Uh, do I want to do anything in my bonus? Kind of don't think I do. That will be me.
You got Reggie.
Reggie double moved.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Cool. All right. Otisesh, it is your turn.
The only thing left on like the right half of this map is the bottom swarm, right?
Correct. And you have a feeling that if as long as you keep it within your spirit guardians, it will die before it gets to do anything.
Got it. So I think on my bonus, I'll just start moving the sword towards somewhere useful.
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20. I feel like this... Sorry, I think I'm looking at the wrong squares.
No, yeah, sorry, the grid doesn't fully line up.
Yeah. Sorry, I hope that was 20. I now see the correct squares.
That looks good.
5. Can I move around the pillar?
Yes.
10, 15, 20.
Just because it occupies weird squares again, it's not fully lined up.
30.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
So I'll move to here. And then I guess I might as well toll the dead on the swarm just because I can.
Well, it can die. You could try to toll the dead the one. I don't know how far the range is, but there's one fighting Dizzy.
Oh, it's 60 feet. Yeah,
Yeah,
I have much more range on that.
He's hurt.
Yeah, why don't I toll the dead on that guy?
All right. Ooh, maybe he'll make a save. Ooh, no. Okay. 13.
It's the difficulty's 15, though I rolled
Cool.
tragically low damage.
But you got. Did you roll your d12s?
I sure did.
How much?
3.
That is tragically low. It just
Sure did.
It just like looks around, not sure what's happening. Roll your spirit guardians damage.
I don't think the Spirit Guardians could make it to anything.
No.
Oh, sorry. That
Yeah.
was the sword.
Yeah. Because it might survive. It rolled its save. It succeeded its save.
13.
13 and a half is 6. It's alive. Okay. Well, the rat made it, and it comes after you. The giant rat skitters after you,
Seems reasonable.
but there's like 3 of the rats left. Oh boy. Cool. AC 5. And it tries to claw you. All right, Lamont. Lamont. It kind of following the shadow, glides forward, and he will attack this were rat. with a natural 1. So he just phases through. Who's next on the initiative? Kellen is next. So, oh, he can't actually talk to you, so that's not helpful. But he feels strongly that Kellen will probably act on this. So, like before, you notice kind of shadow tendrils begin to reach and dart at the were-rat, distracting it. Kellen, he's going to give you the help action if you are to attack the were-rat he is fighting.
Awesome.
Because you are next, but the were-rats go. Oh, this guy. The guy in front of you, Disbin, like turns around angrily and he attempts to bite you. He does not. He will attempt to hit you with a really sharp scalpel. 18?
18 will do it.
Okay. Let's say sharp scalpel. Let's say that's a dagger, not a short sword. For 3 points of damage.
No.
All right, next. This one. What's your movement? 30. Okay, so first thing he makes 2 attacks. Okay, yeah, he will. So from this distance, he will fire. No, he's not gonna fire his hand crossbow because I said these guys are like surgeons. Kind of wraps over to you, Disbin, as a big target, and he will attempt to bite you. He does not. He will attempt to scalpel you. He does. For, again, 3 more damage. And then,
Quit stabbing my butt.
And then this last one. This guy, he kind of looks around, and you notice that this were-rat's a little bigger, like stockier. And he goes, mm-mm. And he disappears.
Motherfucker.
And then I now need to put him places. So he did that as his action. And yeah, he did that as his action. Okay, that's him.
Hmm.
And the one in front of Lamont will attack because he doesn't like being attacked. Lamont's AC is not great, so I think he hits. Oh, wait. No. He's terrible at fighting. Never mind. Misses the first bite and attempts to scalpel him, which he does. And Lamont will take a total of some damage. It does not seem like the. You notice that the scalpel goes through Lamont, and it does not seem to do a huge amount of damage, as it is not a magical or radiant weapon. Kellen, it is your turn.
Okay, I will go there, hit the recharge button on my gun, indicating firebolt. I'll say a word of power, and blast away.
Okay, you're going to attack the one that you were getting the help action for?
That is correct. So
All right.
advantage.
Advantage.
Okay. 16. 22 is my best hit, so that's a hit.
That's a hit.
2d10.
And add an extra d6.
9. And that. 9. 22 altogether.
Whew, all right. This thing, fire scorches it. He shrieks back, but he is still up, but very hurt.
Okay, let me see. Unfortunately, I won't be able to hit him with the flamethrower without hitting Lamont. I think Lamont would be vulnerable to flamethrowers, right?
Make me an Arcana check. Or religion.
Okay.
Your choice.
Let me see. I'll go religion. 24.
You believe that Lamont is likely, if he is a shadow, which he, as so far you've seemed to be, he will likely be resistant to fire damage.
Good. Then I'll point my bracer with the flamethrower and have to hit this one. So it is
What is it? A
a
15-foot cone?
15 feet. Yep.
Neat. All right, I will make a saving throw for the were-rat. It fails. I will make a saving throw for Lamont. What is your DC?
DC on that. Hold on.
It's your spell save.
Okay, I thought. Spell save. Where the hell is that?
You go to your spells
Plus-
tab, Norm.
Modifier plus 5. Or no, save DC 16.
16. Huh. All right. Everyone fails their save.
12 damage.
All right. The were-rat Lamont is fighting, screams, and bursts into flames. So normally you do 12. He has evasion, so halves to 6, and then halved again to 3. Finn hears, I did not like that. Try not to do that.
Oops.
But, let's see, and I need to go to this layer. I will say this, GM, I need to grab, what is your, 12, so minus 12. Alright, let me make a concentration check first. Which, let's see if he does.
Oh my god, I hope you fucking flamethrower that invisible bastard.
He, in fact, did flamethrower that invisible bastard.
I am so happy with that.
Yeah, no, he was trying to get out, but you busted through his concentration. And this fire reveals a smoking were-rat. Lucky you.
Nice.
Lucky you. All right. Finn.
All right. Seeing the revealed form of this creature, Finn is again going to kind of stick to these shadowy corners on the wall. He's going to go about here, and he's going to launch a psychic blade
Cool.
at that creature. He rolls a 15 to hit.
That hits.
All right. He will do sneak attack because there's an ally next to it.
That is correct.
Jesus Christ, that is 3 1s out of 4 d6s.
Impressive.
He will deal a total of 13 psychic damage.
All right, this guy is still up. He's very hurt, definitely bloodied. Not happy that his spell was stopped.
Good, I'm glad. Finn will follow it up with another psychic dagger
Sure.
for 3 more. 3 more psychic damage.
All right, this guy is staggering, but he is still up. Let's roll some. Let's see. So there's a lot of fire. There's probably some screaming.
Oh yeah, it's no
Norm.
longer quiet
Norm.
here.
Roll me a luck check of a d20, please. You would like to roll high, and if you don't roll high, cool things happen.
Okay. I rolled a 20.
Oh, well,
Nice.
obviously you don't like cool things. All right. Dizzy, it's your turn.
Disappointed.
Wow, that's
GM.
funny. I will swing at the one that I've been working on.
Sure.
I will hit for 8 damage.
All right. He's definitely bloodied.
Sweet, sweet silvery damage.
Uh-huh.
Swing again. I will hit for another 6 damage.
All right. Sky is up, but barely.
All right, Reggie will attempt to finish the job. The first one is a hit
Okay.
for 9 damage.
He finishes it as he tears the
Then
pulls it down and tears his throat out.
that is the Reggie way. but he will unfortunately miss on his second attack.
All right. Uh, Odasesh, it is your turn.
All right. Uh, First thing, bonus action. 5, 10, 15, 20. Move my
Mhm.
spirit weapon, attack the person that's there.
Sounds great.
17.
You hit.
And 8 damage.
Your claw sweeps it into your fog as this thing dies and crumples.
Cool. I'm going to move slightly forward just to keep the rat in
All right.
range. And
He,
then.
he attempts to bite you and scratches against your shin guards.
Cool. Got him. I'll toll the dead on this rat on the lower side.
All right.
Got him.
He fails, but he is not hurt.
Okay. Takes 9. Much more powerful than the D12s.
That swarm disintegrates behind you.
Mhm.
All right. Lamont will move over here. And he goes, he kind of nods to you, Kellen, in a thank you, and then points at this rat, and his shadow tendrils begin moving around it. He will give you the help action as a bonus action, and he will hold his attack action for when you go.
Okay.
All right, the were rat
Ooh, a
goes.
combo wombo.
Well, he gets his cool coordinated strike if he actually does it when a person who uses his help action. So he wants to help out a little bit more. All right. Who's this were rat gonna attack? I guess Dizzy's a problem, and there's a weird shadow. So Dizzy's the problem. So he's going to attack Dizzy. Bite.
There's also Reggie. Just an FYI, Gene. I'm riding.
Yes, but you have a
He's
silver
not on
weapon.
board.
But you have a silver weapon.
You're totally right. Totally right.
So he goes to bite you. You kind of put your shield in the way, and then his scalpel just glances off your breastplate. That's him. Kellen, it is your turn.
Okay. I will step to there and then recharge my firebolt, given the few words of power, and
Your backpack hums.
so it's a. S was a 21.
You hit.
That's
You get to add a d6.
6. 8, 16 altogether.
All right. He is still up and kind of following up your distraction and the flash of fire. Maybe not. Maybe
Now,
not.
this
Oh,
purple
no.
thing's. Ed,
He gets it. I got 12. Exactly. All right. So, what's his. He has 8 hit points left. Plus, he gets his sneak attack now.
here we go.
He gets an extra 2d6. Okay. All right. You watch Lamont just drain this person's body as it withers away, but it also does not
Excellent.
rise as a shadow.
This purple thing, you said that's laying in the heap, right?
Yes. And we are out of combat. And I will say at this point, Odasesh, your spirit guardians will end.
Sounds good.
Okay. Yep, we can get out of initiative. You see as you guys approach, there's an old gentleman. He's asleep. He again has this strange device attached to his arm with this like weird mercurial black liquid flowing into his veins, and you definitely see his veins are kind of like swollen, like, and you can kind of see the black beneath it. Yeah.
Is there any way I can assess
No.
what has happened now that I can get a closer look? Is there any way I can figure out like what the purpose of this is, or get any better information on what's going on?
So you have multiple options. You could just give me a medicine check to start with, and that's kind of you examining. But if you
Mhm.
wanted to find out what was in the IV or what's going on, that would be obviously more assessing that. But they are
Okay,
currently
well,
unconscious.
um, okay, let me. I'll do a rank one heal on that. The one I'm next to, the one up to the north.
Do you want to just, are you going to cast a spell, or do you want to just make a medicine check for me to assess this?
Let's do the medicine check first, then.
Okay.
It'll be a 22.
22. Okay, so this person is definitely asleep or unconscious. Uh, they seem to be burning with a fever. And there is definitely something. There's whatever this liquid is obviously not good. This person's probably late 40s, older gentleman for the medieval times. Looking at him, examining him, he seems to be. You don't recognize him. He doesn't seem to have calloused hands.
Mhm.
And I'll say, because you got pretty high under medicine, you notice that there seems to be a small white residue on the top of his head that's bald, in the balding area.
Mm, okay. I'll still work on him if anybody wants to do anything else.
Yeah. Would other people like to do stuff?
Yeah, Gene, I'm not going to make any medicine checks. That's not how Dizzy lives. But I am going to try to remove this needle from this woman's arm. I'm going to try to do it gently without causing more harm.
Okay. Make me a medicine check, please.
Okay. Okay. That's a natural fucking 20, my man.
Okay.
Mm,
Uh, you're not sure how this thing works, but you're like, well, that's probably bad that it's in there. And so you gently pull it out and, put whatever cloth she has over the wound so it closes. Uh,
Yeah.
and you don't really disturb her. And I'll say, because you made the medicine check, a similar situation, though you can tell the veins on this creature are probably less than the veins on other creatures once you get to looking at them. As you
This
get,
woman has like,
yeah.
okay.
And I will say for Otisesh, that purple thing, yep, that is a
Yeah, that's
grung.
exactly what I was just gonna say. I wanted to go up to the grung and see what's going on.
So you see a grung that is beat to shit. Um, it definitely has some puncture marks in its arms, like they were trying to do this thing to it, but you don't think that whatever it did. And he looks, it looks stable, but you're unsure. It's not. It's very shallow breathing, and you do know that a grung skin is naturally toxic to touch.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on the grung.
Okay. So you kind of place your hand. Roll the hit points.
9.
Okay. His eyes snap forward, kind of like, and he like, Lord, in Draconic, and he kind of like holds his insides. Oh,
Mm,
sorry, my lord, I failed you.
no. Report.
We went to investigate the names you were looking for as we left through some of the waterways, and this was one of the ones I was trying to investigate. And then these creatures grabbed me and snatched me. They knocked me unconscious, and then when I came to, they tried to inject this stuff in me, and it just felt weird, but really didn't do much. And apparently, there's a doctor in the other room, and he kind of gestures toward where you came from, who thinks that my physiology. He said weird words. I don't really understand. He said a lot of common, and I don't speak it. But they were poking me with things, and I don't know. And whenever they tried to like touch me or bite me, they would get repelled or pass out. And
Hmm.
you would know that grung skin is like makes you like psychedelically trip if you physically touch it, but if like you
Yeah.
ingest it, it is a poison. Like that hurts.
Got it.
And especially if like rats were trying to get it, they would probably just die touching him.
Are you well enough to return to the embassy?
I am, my lord, but if you're down here, I would be okay to assist as he kind of like staggers up.
No, you must return and rest. I am well.
Okay. Do you wish me to report anything? There is a waterway, and he kind of like gestures toward that farther area that you guys came from. I could probably swim out there. Do you want me to try to get help for you, sire, or at least warn the embassy?
Give your report to the embassy, but they do not need to send assistance at this time.
Yes, lord. And he, bows, and he kind of like looks around. He grabs like a scalpel and like a hand crossbow off some of the bodies, and he begins to make his way out.
Just
Is that
looking
orange
around-
draconic?
Yes.
Yes, that was all.
Okay. Thank you.
Is there anything about this, like, whole situation that makes any sense? Not from a medical point of view, but from like a historical or religious point of view.
Make me it's a curse. I'm gonna say make me a nature check.
14.
Okay. So you're fighting were-rats. You know that were-rats are, transmute diseases and also try to infect people to become it.
Mhm.
So, and you notice that with that weird music that that whatever this alpha had some sort of control over the were-rats. So if these people are important or might be usable, maybe he's trying to infiltrate. Maybe the rats are trying to do something by infecting people.
Right.
And that's like the best thoughts. Like tactically, if you could like Trojan horse them by getting your people in there and then taking control of those people.
Right.
And you're guessing that due to the grung's poisonous nature and immunity to poison, whatever the concoction that is feeding the other three had no
Did
effect.
not stick on him. Got it.
And also, anytime they touched him or tried to bite him, it had ill effects to them. So
Sure.
it became hard to interact with this creature. So instead, they were probably going to interrogate it or try to like figure out what the fuck is going on, because they also don't really interact with these things.
Yeah, makes sense.
So, all right. So each of you have kind of done a thing. So let's go back to Norm. Kellen.
Okay. Well, I want to get a sample of this powder, so I'll pull out a little vial, put a sample, then
So-
disconnect him from this.
I'll say with ease
Is that
sake.
something I can recover?
So with ease sake, make me an intelligence check.
Okay. I rolled very poorly. 7 altogether.
Okay. I'll let you add double your proficiency.
And my proficiency is 3. 13.
Okay. This powder is, you're guessing some sort of like white powder, maybe a baby powder or talcum style, or maybe something you would use in a wig. To keep
Okay.
so it is not
Hey.
dangerous.
He has a toupee somewhere.
You don't think a toupee with the way how much powder there is.
Unless maybe he's into disguises and stuff like that.
Sure. But
Okay.
I'll say you definitely can like pinch off the IV and try to examine the stuff inside, or you could try to unplug him, whatever you'd like to do.
Let me unplug him. I want to try to get him stabilized.
Okay. You can make me a medicine check, but I will give you you're trained in alchemy tools, right? And like
Yes.
I'll give you advantage.
And okay.
And herbalism. Yep.
12.
Okay. It's not as clean as a pull, but the guy doesn't wake up, and you kind of cover it
Okay.
up, and you're like, uh-oh. But he's like gushing some of this like black mix with his blood out as it like closes, as you kind of seal it
Mhm.
over.
I think this might have something to do with the plague that everybody's sick going on. Maybe this is how they're spreading it.
You know, you don't know. You'd have to examine. You'd have to figure out what it is. That will take you probably some time, or like the identify spell.
Okay, yeah, I do have it. So when we have some time,
Okay. And I'm guessing Kellen will head over to the man in heavy armor.
yep.
Ren?
Let me give him a go.
Or Finn goes over there. Oh yeah, so you guys can unhook.
Yeah.
You guys can unhook all of these people without much effort at this point. They are still unconscious, and because you've kind of examined everyone, you'll notice that the older gentleman on the top seems to have more of this black veins. The knight, once you kind of remove some of the armor pieces, though they wouldn't be in armor, but whatever, they have a little bit less, and then the dwarven woman has even less, which you can kind of assess with your Otis and your Grung situation. That because dwarves are naturally resistant to poison, it probably is taking longer to, you know, infect her and like fully take form. So
So Gene, if I can, I would like to go around them now that they're no longer hooked up to the goo.
sure.
I would like to heal them each for 1 hit point via lay on hands.
Okay. All of their puncture wounds seal, but they remain
Perfect.
they remain unconscious currently.
That is fine. I just don't want them. I don't know. Just them lying on a slab bleeding while unconscious doesn't feel like the right
I will
move.
say, kind of deep within your well of divine power, you do
Yeah.
feel like you could remove whatever this toxin is in them.
I'll look at the 3 of them. Do I get any vibes from any of them? Like the knight, like this armored person is clearly a guard of some kind. Do they have any insignia of
They
the watch?
they have like a rooster like cresting as their symbol. Their helmet is like a giant feathered top.
Right. We heard about these guys,
Yep,
right? These rooster knights.
the Knights of the Golden Rooster.
All right. I'm gonna kind of look to
That
the
was
women.
actually the first mansion you passed. That was outside the city gates.
All right. I'm gonna take a moment and I'm gonna place my hand on him and go. It's not your time. And I'm gonna channel those 5 points to neutralize
Okay, poison. You mean?
a poison. Sorry. Yes.
You watch the
Okay.
veins kind of disappear, and his eyes, flutter open. He's definitely injured, but he seems to be like moving quickly, looking to like get ready to defend himself.
So what I would have liked to have is I'd like to have Reggie like right next to me because just seeing a tiny goblin man probably blood, not a great look. But nobody's gonna be mad at seeing
Okay.
a dog.
Yeah. So he
At
kind
least
of
in Dizzy's head.
he backs, back to the wall, able to kind of keep his eyes on you. Who are you? And he kind of is like looking for a
I'm
sword that is not there.
I'm not your enemy. Me and my companions came down here to stop whatever madness and sickness that has been spreading. You look like a capable warrior, and I'm hoping that I can ask a favor of you.
Yes.
I know take a moment, take your time. We are your allies. We are not here to harm you. In fact, I'm the one who purged that poison from your veins.
I appreciate this. Rennie, make me a persuasion check with advantage.
Sure thing.
As like he wants to
I'm
trust, but he's
like,
also surrounded.
that's true, and I'm a tiny goblin man. A 9. Man, I am knocking it out of the park today.
Okay. He eyes you with suspicion as maybe some of the people who attacked him earlier were goblinoid.
Yeah, fair.
I
Noticing the situation seems awkward, Odiseth will walk over and give a reassuring glance to the soldier.
He goes. He looks at you and he goes, "Aka's rallying? I only knew there was one here." He looks at you with like a I don't recognize you because there's only one of you here, and you're the other. And he's like, "Okay, so you're not with these creatures."
We are not.
All right.
How about we
Well,
start like this? My name is Disbin, and I will reach up my tiny goblin.
he kind of.
What's your name?
I am Sir Colin, Knight of the Golden Rooster.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Sir Colin.
It is a pleasure to meet you, Dispin. Sorry, I'm disoriented. I was doing patrol by the docks, and I was waylaid by ruffians. And by the time I knew what was going on, it was too late. I could not. Not that I would call for help, but I could not even if I wanted to.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with asking for help. But I'm sorry to hear that you were put in this situation. Um, Listen, I know that you are still coming to, but there are people here who need our help.
I don't disagree. He kind of winces as he goes to move, and he like as he kind of looks down, he has like a bandage over his side. I don't recall that. And he kind of peels it back, and you notice it looks like teeth marks, and the wound looks like it's slightly festered.
Do you know what manner of? Do you know what these things are? And I will gesture at a corpse
He kind
nearby.
of looks around. Let us see. I was once an adventurer. I
Did you take an arrow to the knee?
No, I became a knight. uh, he kind of looks around and goes, "Are these lycanthropes? I do not recall encountering these types. I fought a werewolf here and there, but never a rat man. Or rats. There's so many rats here."
Well, now you have. That bite, they may have tried to transfer their lycanthropy to you. I don't know how exactly it all works, but they seem to be really fond of putting their mouth on people.
I think a skilled priest or priestess, or even a druid, might be able to absolve me of if I am infected.
Well, I'm glad that you know. I hope that you know such a person. But Sir Colin, these people, and I'm going to gesture to the unconscious dwarf and the old
Yeah.
gentleman. These people, they need to get out of this place, and we still have work to do here. There is an evil, an unnaturalness in this place that it cannot be allowed to remain. We have a job that we need to do, and I think you being a knight, I'm hoping that you can help these people to safety.
I can. He kind of like he flexes and he like ugh. And you notice like some of his armor has been like put aside, so he begins kind of like strapping in. He goes, "Oh, who's that over there? Is that Judge Roland?" And he kind of gestures to the older man. And the guy's still out. He goes, "Ugh, why?" And he kind of like heads over to the judge, looks at him, and you notice that in a similar area there is also a bandage. And when revealed, there seems to be a small bite with a festering wound. And at this point, Dizzy, you got a slight burn right by like your
I kind of
collarbone shoulder.
absentmindedly itch.
And He goes, I don't know how you restored me, but if you could restore these two, it's much easier if they could walk. I could escort them their way.
I kind of seem to look down for a moment, like almost shamefully, which is just a crazy emotion to feel after saving people with your divine power. Um, I kind of look down and I'm like, I cannot, I, I'm sorry.
No worries. You, young man, and he looks to you, Kellen, as you kind of have like
Mm.
vials and other stuff. Would you happen to have any antidotes on you?
Let me through my supplies. Is there anything I could possibly use to put on this?
I mean, do you have any antidotes in your inventory?
No. No, let me take a look, see if what I do have. Let me see. Potion of Hill Giant Strength. I have a
That's not
Wand
an
of
antidote.
Secrets. No. Unfortunately, but can I get a closer look at the bite and maybe have a guess as to what caused that?
Uh, yeah. I mean, make me. You don't have to make a check. You have been fighting were rats, and you look at this
Mhm.
teeth pattern, and it is probably similar to the mouths of those were rats.
So definitely they're trying to infect him with lycanthropy.
Likely.
Yes.
And if you examine the, yeah, you think that you don't know why they were hooked up to this weird liquid. He goes, all right, well that's fine. I can. If I could get a way to transport, I will find a way. And he kind of begins like stretching, and he looks around, and he heads over to the judge, and he like just throws him over his shoulder. The dwarven lass, I don't. Huh.
Actually, I do have something, Gene. I found something. I had that Kia Gums ointment.
I believe that does cure a poison.
Yep. Um, I just have it generally. I never rolled the 1d4 to see what it is, but I have 1d4 doses.
I think it has max doses. You bought it from. I believe the herbalist in town before you left your hometown.
Ah, good
From
memory.
Sorrow.
Then I will use a dose of each to revive the other two.
Okay, just mark 2 off, and
Two off. Yeah.
the judge comes to. He's an older man. He goes, "What's going on? Where am I? I was talking." And you just hear cursing from across the way in Dwarvish, uh, as this feisty dwarf kind of, what's the meaning of this? What do you know who I am? Do you know who I represent? And
Mm.
over some interaction, the dwarf is named Hilga, and she is a diplomat from the Dwarven lands. Ow, sorry, itchy.
What
And
is the name of the dwarven lands that she represents, Gene?
Rennie, you gotta make me look at my notes.
Listen, man, we made a world together. This is the burden that you must.
Can it be Dwarf Home Keep?
This could be.
All right, I'll
I
find
mean,
it.
it could be, but it's not.
I know. Campaign setting. There we go. It's just not a docket I had open. Nope. 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 Dwarves. Okay. So. Yeah, I'm good at. So she is one of the representatives of Forge Home, which, it has no king, but many clans that kind of occupy it by like council currently. And she's just
So,
kind and she is a dwarven diplomat. As you were in the diplomat district. You also find out that Roland. Remember when you passed through that center of the like town? There was like town hall ish.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's a judge. He's literally just like a court judge that could, make things. They're a bit jostled. They both of them don't really look like warriors per se. But Sir Colin, he can grab some short swords off of some of the dead rat folk, and he goes, "Well, they are mobile, and the Hilga will also grab a short sword and a hand crossbow. She seems like she at least knows what she's doing. The judge takes no weapons, as he is just an older man. And he goes, "I believe I can lead them to safety, and I will inform my order of what is going on. We were trying to investigate where this disease came from, and I began tracking movements of rats to the docks. And that is where I was waylaid personally, as I said earlier. But uh, we will. I'm not sure exactly where we are.
You are currently in the sewers under Draven's Manor.
Oh, wow! He kind of you see like the wheels turning because if we are underneath Draven Rest, there's a cellar. But is there a way that you have cleared that would be a safer way for us to
Yeah,
go
yeah.
instead of? So you can quickly explain how you came in, and he goes, "All right, I will take them to safety, and we will begin. I will muster some folk to at least maybe come down here when we are done, in case there are any stragglers. If you when you are finished with your mission."
Sir Colin, Gene, the kind of blades that he picked up, they're all crappy
Oh
little
yeah,
pieces of crap,
they're
right?
just they're like shitty short swords.
So I reach into the cloak of the vagrant and kind of I pull out a long sword, sort of in that impossible space kind of way.
Yeah.
I pull out a long sword that in no way could fit in my small person frame's cloak, and I pull out this long sword that contains the maker's mark of Garth the Strong. And this is what I picked up this up at the museum,
Yep.
and I go, if you are a true knight, Sir Colin, you will need a weapon in case you need to defend yourself. We will meet again, Sir Colin, and you can return this to me then, and I will hand him the sword.
He takes the blade gingerly, looks. You see a sight of recognition at the mark. He kind of does a quick twirl for weight, perfectly balanced, and he goes, "I appreciate it." And so he kind of like long sword out. He goes, "All right." He grabs like a torch off the wall because he is human. And he goes, "All right, Judge, ma'am, please follow me. I will get you to safety, and we will get to the bottom of this." And he kind of like looks back at you, Jesse, for a moment. Do you believe that we might be infected?
I don't say anything. I just nod yes.
All right. We will get somewhere secure, and I will fetch a priest immediately. And he kind of nods, and they kind of begin heading out. So yeah, Kellen, you have like 3 bags of whatever this liquid is.
Yeah, I can check it out later.
Yep, and you guys seem to have this room. There's a wall behind you, but you have cleared the danger in this area. And you know what? Why don't we take like a 15-minute break? That
Sounds
feels
good.
Okay,
like this
cool.
seems like a good point for us to do that because I would like to eat my dinner.
All
All
right.
right. Yep. We'll take a break, and then let's shoot back for 15. I can do math. 9:25. All right.
All right.
9:25.
All right. Perfect.
Sounds like a
See you
plan.
guys in a bit.
See you then.
Little map. Hello, we are back. Hope you all had a good break. Let's do this. Okay, so I will remove the Dwarven Diplomat, the Knight, and the Judge, and the Grung.
Hey, before we get started, I'm going to heal myself with a cure wounds.
I mean, you could do that while we're playing, because that's the whole point
Okay.
of it.
Yeah, then I'm going to use my my gemstone to replenish my 3 spell slots.
Okay, that sounds great.
Okay, perfect. Now I'm all set. Thank you. That's all.
Okay. So Kellen does some minor patching on himself. And you guys. Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta write down these names I made up for you so I don't forget them next time I reference things. Hilda, and then Judge Roland. Got it. Okay. All right, and let me also make a note about the Maker Mark sword. All right, cool, cool, cool. I love that. So, there's a calm in the room. Hey, I had Norm do this last time. Sam, roll me a d20.
Sure. 19.
Oh.
You guys should stop rolling high, but okay, fine. Nothing happened. Yeah. So as of right now, I mean, you hear, there's not like too much stuff. You hear the occasional skittering of rats, but nothing in this room.
There's no other doors in this place or anything?
There are no other doors that you can see, but Lamont warned you that this might be a false wall.
Okay, because I have that wand of secrets. If I use that, do I come up with anything?
Are you gonna remember? It only goes out from 30 feet from you, so you guys
30 feet.
where you're gonna use it.
Let me see. Let me pick a spot. I mean, from right there, it seems to be pretty good. I can cover some of this area.
All right, so 30 feet from you. Where are you at?
I'll go like right here. They'll give me a little bit of coverage.
Okay. There are no secret doors.
Very good. Nothing here,
Gene,
guys.
Finn. Okay. Finn is gonna go over that possible false wall
Okay.
and start doing that little tap 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 tap. He's gonna start checking it.
Make me a perception check real quick.
Perception check for Finn. 22.
Cool. So he hears heavy breathing from the other side of that wall. Slow and rhythmic.
Does he get the sense that it's the sound of someone sleeping?
Or someone in a sleep like state. But whatever it's sleeping is very large.
Okay. Finn will whisper this back to all of us. And he will attempt to open the false wall.
Okay. Make me some sort of check. And you have the help action.
Sleight of hand 25.
Okay. He kind of finds the catch, and the door opens, and what you see is truly horrifying. You
Cool.
see a ogre-sized rat that is hooked up to like tubes and weird vials. It has like that weird black mercurial liquid and other liquids like like, and it's like hanging limply, and you hear the, and you see a door right in front of it, and it's not moving, and there's like the weird glow of like a green bioluminescence.
Is it like suspended from the wall, or it's all like to it? All these vials.
It's like standing like face down, like with his head down, and there are like tubes and shit, kind of like Bane style, up its spine, like plugged in, and it has that like weird
That's
black liquid coursing, and it is specifically a humanoid, not a were rat and not an ogre, but like this rat hybrid that it is a abomination to science and magic and man.
and it seems unresponsive as this false wall slides away.
Correct.
Uh, I don't think we should wake him up, but he doesn't look well. It doesn't look well. Gene, is there kind of like that, like, like a main reservoir poison, this Bane poison?
I mean,
Like, is he a backpack full of goo?
he just has stuff like from above him and like that's in the ceiling, like tubes coming down.
Maybe let's try to sever those tubes so he's no longer connected to the stuff.
This feels like the second we wake him up, he is going to turn into a rage monster and attack us.
And everybody else here will be able to hear us too. Why don't we let him stay put, or just kill him while he's sleeping? I know you're
Or
not
we
into
could-
that, but
Why don't
Like
we
Dizzy
come,
gives you a look.
why don't we come back after we've cleared more of this space?
Okay, it feels weird to just leave him here, but okay.
Yeah. He's been here for a while.
Finn will hear in his head. I could try to scout through the door past him if you wish.
Yeah, go for it, mate.
All right. And you watch Lamont kind of hug the floor and go through the crack of the door. Eee. Eee. um, all right. So he does that. Oop. Only about 30 seconds later, he comes back. So there's a laboratory beyond here. There is a door to the north, which I think connects to the main chamber, and a door to the straight. Keep going straight ahead, and there's another door that I imagine is more things. But there seems to be a strange. I didn't get close because there was a man, or rat man, working at the laboratory, and I feared that I felt strange heading that way.
I know that we're probably looking for that person who's working in the lab. That may be one of our targets. Hmm. All right. Well, we can choose another path. We can try to get past our
Well-
big friend here.
Finn will pipe up. I mean, we know that there's some folks to the north of us who asked how we are doing, or you asked them, so that might be something we could check out. We could also do this laboratory thing, I don't know. I feel like Kellen might be interested in laboratory-based nonsense.
he shrugs, kind of nods his head a little bit.
Well, we can always go back out the door that we came in here and then go into that hallway door that seems to sort of loop back around, probably into that near the lab.
I mean, I think that, yeah, that sounds reasonable.
All
Without
right, let's.
really much, I will reveal that to you. So, you guys can kind of go up the center. You find a door facing south, which is the one that Lamont described about, there's a door on the inside. And this kind of connects to that other tunnel that you didn't go down.
Hmm. All right. Well, Finn, why don't you check out this door down here?
What?
See what you see.
You will get the help action. Yeah.
Investigation. 22.
Okay. With an investigation of 22, it is locked, and there's definitely a trap.
Hmm.
It looks
Lord.
like there's something in the key lock itself that if you don't use the right tumbler combination, something might go off.
Okay. He will attempt to disarm this.
Okay. Make me a sleight of hand or thieves tools.
Do I have help action still or no?
Um, I think Lamont will head into the lock, and then he will be able to describe what the lock picks. So yes, he will give you the help action.
24 sleight of hand.
Okay. With a ease, because you kind of, he's like, all right, to the left, north, right, wiggle. That's a solid lock, and good. Click. You disarm, or you open the door without setting off the trap. You don't disarm it, but you make it so it's not going to go off against you.
Okay.
And you believe, Finn will believe that it's some sort of poison needle that was going to dart out. The door is
All
unlocked,
right.
but currently unopened.
Finn will step out of the way,
Here, I'm going to move.
and I will try to crack the door open quietly so I can peek in.
Okay. Make me a stealth check with strength.
24. Damn, my dice turned around.
All right. So you open the door, and you. Oh shit! I did not want to reveal that, but that's fine. You open the door, and you notice that there's a room. There's a pungent smell of the chemicals and other things. Oh god, sorry, I'm trying to adjust things on my map. There's a pungent smell of chemicals. You see a laboratory to the south, books open, beakers, tubes. There's a whole bunch of different, chests and, crates that are opened, and you see rats scurrying around. And there's a large were rat with like goggles, like a lab coat, gloves that his claws have pierced through. He has like a scoping lens, and he seems to be at work at one of these at this like area, like reading a book. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's this guy. He kind of blends in
Yep.
a little bit. Uh, and he's kind of looking at some of these things. And you see giant rats, and you see he seems to have he seems to have like this strange mirror that has that weird black mercurial look to it, and it reminds you of the mirror you found Lamont in.
Hmm.
Oh, the bad mirror.
There's like a similar look to it from this distance. And he seems to have like a rod that he taps to it, and he like drags this like strange liquid, like darkness out of it and like puts it into a beaker, and it kind of just starts
Mm.
congealing and mixing, and then he stoppers a few other things into it, and it comes to like a low simmer, and it starts making whatever that vial of stuff that was pumping through the other people.
Yes, we have reached our objective, whispers Kellen.
I mean, Kellen, do you want to talk to this guy, science to science guy, or
You look at Kellen, he has like an evil look, and he shakes his head no.
okay? I'll sort of shrug my shoulders, and I will begin to enter the room astride Reggie.
Move up one square and stop.
Understood.
Is this like an open doorway, like 2 squares, or pretty much 1 square?
Yep, you guys can do. It's almost 3, but yes.
Okay.
As you pass over the threshold, there is a discharge of thunder in the air. And he calmly turns around. Ah, welcome, intruders, guests. Have you come for the experiments? And you also notice this door open as that thing, that rat ogre tubes begin popping from its back off. It's currently motionless, but or
See?
it's not approaching.
See?
But he goes, "Yes, come, we can chat. Come over here. How are you? Come into my laboratory."
I look over at Dismon. Who wants to do the talking, you or me? Because for me, it probably won't go very well.
I guess I'll try, but we'll see.
And you are hearing the sound of large movement from like hold on, I gotta collect it from like around this doorway.
Which
Hold
doorway?
on.
There seems to be some sort of scuffling.
I don't see it. I opened up my map. Where?
Hold on, I'm in the wrong layer. Sorry. Beep.
Okay. Over there.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yep.
I will approach again, my weapons in my hand,
He kind of
about being peaceful.
he goes one moment. He closes his book. He kind of turns down the pilot of the flame, so things kind of come to a normal. And he turns around and he kind of like flicks up his goggles so he can now like look at you. He's like probably a foot taller than you, Disman, but not a huge person. And he goes,
Everyone's taller than me.
"So, what can I do for you?"
Who are you?
Well, I mean, you are in my place of work. Who are you?
I'm Kamboom. Now, who are you?
Well, I am the person working here. I don't answer to you, but you are here, and I don't think you belong. As he kind of eyes your group.
Well,
Oh, boy, this guy's.
we may
Go ahead,
not.
Desmond.
Okay. I mean, if you want to go, it's okay.
Now he looks over to you.
We probably don't belong in the sewers, but I don't know exactly what's happening on that table behind you. But I saw some people who were in a really bad way, and I think you're responsible for this plague. Am I right?
Yes, this is one of my greatest works.
Digi seems to steel himself. There's a slight creak of his grip on his weapon. You know, you hurt dozens.
Otis is just looking back and forth between people, like rapidly.
You hurt hundreds of people.
Well, no, not yet. I will be taking over this town and eventually the world with my experiments.
So you want to disease and plague the world and then rule it?
Of course, I need to infect you all so that I can control you all. And he's saying this like
Well,
you're just the next people in line.
Kellen, I think it's your turn.
Should we just get him?
And
I feel
as
like we
he
should
goes,
just get him.
as you begin like going forward, you watch he kind of shrugs off his coat, and he's like stitched forms of rat pieces and like bigger muscles, and he also seems to have like 3 or 4 of these uh, like tubes on his back, and he just presses a button in his hand, and you watch it inject in him. His eyes kind of glow a green, and he bulks up, skin stretching on the stitches, and he goes, "I was hoping this would go this way." And we're gonna roll some initiative, and I need to make his figure slightly bigger now.
I figured you might have to do that.
Safe to assume we're all in the room, right? Since we were
Oh, yeah.
talking.
Yep.
Cool, that's a natural one for initiative. That feels good.
I was like, I found the initiative turn order. There we go. Sweet. All right, let me clear this. Remove all turn orders. Oh wait, no, I have Rennie's is right.
Mine's right.
Oh, if all yours are right, then that's good.
I noticed that's right too.
Finn's is also right.
Cool. All right, I gotta add more guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I figured you might.
Finn would have rolled up. Yeah, he's
Okay.
not hanging in the back.
All right. All right. Well, we gotta add some turns for some sweet baby boys. I need to go to a different layer. Actually, I can put you on the right layer. Alright. Oh. Alright, I think that should be good. Alright, so let's roll my initiative for my guy. He's just a sweet guy. Oh, he's not a great guy, but he's doing stuff. Alright, and where are y'all? Rat, wow, they're so fast. Ugh, gross. I'm gonna give these guys separate initiatives because they're a little meaner than going all at the same time. All right, so descending order. Did I give Lamont one? I did. Okay. All right. Do I need? I need stuff. All right. All right. So I'm not gonna need you. I don't need you. I don't need. Sorry, I'm just closing some tabs for myself. All right. All right. So now that you watch his skin shift and this change and this foul power kind of course through him, at the start of your turn, Otisesh, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
17.
Okay. You feel this wave of nausea and fear wash over you, but you have seen worse. So you have passed your save.
Excellent.
I will. Yeah. Yep. The highest AC amongst everything. Let me see what it is to make your lives easier. Is 15.
Cool.
So if you hit a 15, you don't have to ask me if you hit.
Got it.
I think you're leading us off on Seth.
Yep. Yeah, Otis, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm sure this is going to be shocking for everyone. Uh,
Spirit Guardians?
yeah, I'm going to put my Spirit Guardians up.
Wild.
Uh,
Who would have thought?
I know that's a big shocker. Can you add my little aura gene, or is
Yeah,
it
buddy.
easy for me to figure out how to add it?
It's easy too, but if when you go into your settings, if you scroll down, like click on your dude, and you
Yep.
can do a token aura,
Yeah.
and it's I think it's 15 feet. And it'll just
It
boom.
is.
There we go.
Cool. And I will also move to put a bunch of people in it.
Okay. He leers at you.
I leer back at him.
Okay, that's your action. You have a
Yep.
bonus. Oh, your thing went away.
No,
I don't know.
I don't
got you.
think I have a bonus.
Okay. I mean, you might not. There we go.
Not yet. I got to get all my stuff up and running first.
Okay. That is your turn. It is Lamont's turn. Lamont needs to make a saving throw, which I believe he will fail. What's your wisdom save? Yeah, buddy. Finn hears, I cannot approach him or the mirror. And best of luck, is what he says. He goes,
Wow.
I will attempt to distract one of this ogren creature. And so he moves over here, and he will attempt to attack it. When he crits it.
Nice.
So that's fancy. 6, 10, 16, 19. Okay. And minus 19. And you watch its muscles begin to shrink down by a good amount. Okay, so minus 4.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, and the thing starts, but that's Lamont's, so he did his damage. Oh yeah, okay. So next is this guy. So smashing through this door, you see another one of these creatures.
Right.
And he comes in like a wrecking ball. 5, 10, and then 15. And he just, he will attempt to claw bite Monsieur Lafin. So, first attack. 19. 8. Natural 20.
Oh no.
Okay, so the first.
Oh no, Gene, should stop it. Quit it. Um, I will hold up my shield with the guardian emblem emblazoned upon it, and this eye will kind of flash with blue light for a moment, and I will use a charge that the critical hit is a normal hit,
Okay.
a crit.
If he's going to use Uncanny Dodge, which attack would he like to Uncanny Dodge? The claw or the bite?
The bite.
Okay. So the claw will deal 13 damage, and reduced, the bite will do 4 damage.
So 17 all day?
Yep. As
Okay.
it's just coming in. All right. Ooh. The
Finn
very.
looks very sad.
It's about to get sadder. I need to make a wisdom save with a 10 plus my wisdom of 11. I fail. How much damage do I take for starting my turn in your zone? Sam, I need your damage for your
Oh, sorry.
for your zone.
Let me roll. DC 15, and the damage is 17.
Okay. This guy staggers back, but he snarls and he just rips into Odysseus. And let's see how effective that is. So he's gonna do 2 claws and a bite. All right, let's do the bite first. I roll in that. AC 16.
Miss.
Okay. And now the 2 claws. Wow, I rolled so badly.
Great.
Good.
Keep that up.
16's my highest.
That's all misses.
All right. He begins trying to claw bite, but I guess whatever this is distracted it well enough that this dragon's biting into him. All right, that's a bad show for you, sir. All right, this thing goes. This ogre goes to swing at Lamont at -2 to his normal attack because he's weaker. Ugh. Alright, that is with a -2. All 3 hits. What's my average
Ouch.
What's my average damage so I don't have to roll this stupid stuff? 22, 38. Lamont takes some half though, 30. So Lamont takes some damage. He is not happy. Ow! You hear Phineas. Ugh! I don't know if I could do this alone. All right, that is him. All right. You hear the sound of a wall smashing in the distance. And doo-doo-doo. All right. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40,
Oh
45,
no.
50, 55, 60, 70, 75, 80.
Holy smokes.
He dashes this were rat or this ogre rat. That's him though. Finn, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Sure. Probably.
I mean, I believe it. It's not hard.
19.
He makes it. He gets a chill of fear from looking at this plague master, but he resists it. So it is your turn.
Okay.
You are not frightened.
That's great because he needs to move the fuck around. Oh, there's like no happy place to go. All right. He is going to bonus action disengage. And I don't know where he wants to go. Where is safe or even less bad? He's going to go here.
Okay.
And he's going to chuck a knife at the buff scientist.
He will be at disadvantage because there is a dude within striking range.
Oh, right. He is the diagonal.
Yeah. And he's big enough that he can punch through that pillar.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Then he'll go there, if that's all
Okay.
right.
Yep.
And he will fucking throw. AC 16, so that'll hit.
Yep.
That will hit.
He will deal. He's adjacent to Odiseth, right?
Yes.
He will deal 18 psychic damage.
All right.
And that's gonna. Yeah, I guess that's his turn.
All right. As a legendary action at the end of Finn's
Oh.
turn, he kind of says, he starts chittering, and you see one of those rats that are kind of on his desk kind of jump, beginning to burn up through the spirit guardians and slam like a vial that's attached to their chest into his back. And you watch as more of him crack and deform, but some of his wounds seem to heal.
Boo.
Okay. And that is his legendary action. Okay. This guy. Oh, he's not in the Spirit Guardians. He doesn't do anything. He is. I make my. Oh, no, I don't make my save. I don't think. Hold on. Let me find out. Regular rat boy. Nope. I fail my save, and I make my save. So what's the damage of your Spirit Guardians? Or what did you tell me before?
What I rolled before was a 17.
So 17 halved is 8.
8.
Oh, boy. Well, there we go. Dizzy, it is your turn. I need a wisdom save from you and Reggie.
Got it. All right, wisdom save for Diz. 24.
Good.
Goddamn. All right, Reg. I don't think. Oh no, he does have a bonus. Go fucking Reggie. So he is a +5 to this. 20.
All right. You guys shrug off whatever its fear effect is.
Cool. I guess I have an ogre friend.
Yep.
I don't know. I might do something else. Hold on. Give me 1
And
second.
tell him before Disbin.
Oh, sorry. Sorry.
He should be.
It is Callan's turn. I read Dizzy next.
So,
I need,
I
a
need to
wisdom
make a
save.
wisdom
Yes,
save,
please. Sorry. I apologize.
and it's magic, right?
It is not magic. It is. This thing is so horrifying to look at. It makes you scared.
Yeah. All right. 15.
And you make it. Guess what?
Man, that's a freaking miracle.
You're all good. You're all great at these saves.
Man. Okay. What I will do.
I don't know. You tell me.
All right. We'll go there.
Uh-huh.
I will expend a first level spell slot
Sure.
to attach a bracer to my arm. The one that gives ones that give burst of healing.
Okay.
I will use a bonus action to give healing to all my allies within 10 feet. It will be D8 plus my intelligence.
And this is 10 hit
Isn't
points.
that?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, temporary, right? Sort of like healing, but not exactly.
It's preventive
let me
care.
say 8. Everybody gets 6. Unfortunately, it's the minimum.
All
We
right.
get 6.
Everyone gets 6
Yep.
temporary hit points. That's within.
3, 4, 5, 6.
I think it's everyone, essentially.
Yep, within 10 feet. And then I will do the rest of my movement. No, I'm happy. Well, not really happy where I am.
I mean, you are currently safe. Oh wait, did you move?
Yeah.
Where were you when you started your turn?
I was here.
Okay, then you're good.
Went to there.
You're not in anyone's range. I just want to make sure you're not threatened.
Yeah, let me see.
You
I
all
wanna
kind of
move
see like
down
a
into
shimmering shield around you.
Okay, I'll be done there.
All right. Now it's Dizzy's turn.
Right. Let's see. All right, I am gonna swing on the. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on
Okay.
this Ogren,
The one in front of
and
you?
the one that I'm next to, yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna swing.
Sure thing.
AC 14.
Against the ogre? Rat ogre?
Yes,
Yes. Yes.
you will take 12 damage.
Ouch.
Nice. That will be another hit for 12 damage.
All right. You don't see any like bursting burns from the pick. It seems to be just piercing through his hide.
Okay, he's clearly not infected with at least lycanthropy.
Yes.
All right, Reggie will try to help me.
Sure.
All right, he will deal 7 damage
Okay.
and 8 damage for a total of 15.
Nice. Um. This thing is not quite bloodied, but it's still going. Anything else?
That will be my turn.
All right. Top of the round. Otisech.
Okay. Bonus action for. I keep wanting to say spirit weapon.
Sure.
For. It is what it is. For
Yeah.
spiritual weapon.
All right. I'll go grab your turtle.
Thank you. The guy who tried to attack me was the evil main guy who
Yes,
was
the plate.
monologuing. Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, because he's.
Hello, turtle.
Yep. He
Okay.
one more over. Because he's technically 4 squares. This guy.
Oh,
So
okay.
we move that guy. There we go. Yep. Perfect.
Cool. Where's my 17?
That'll hit.
And
Nice.
10 damage.
All right. He kind of. You see like this ichor and blood coming out of him, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything else really.
Cool. And then I'll toll the dead.
Bong. He will fail.
15.
All right.
Nice.
He's starting to definitely look like he feels it. Okay.
And that's it from me.
Lamont is still scared. He rolled a natural 1 to avoid that, so he's still fighting with disadvantage. Actually, he will just fly into the other side of this creature. So he doesn't have to look at that guy anymore. And he will hit. He drains it another. So it's down 6 strength.
That's cool.
Yeah. He's doing his own thing because he can't get close.
It's a good thing. Keep doing it.
All right. You hear thrashing in that room as this creature seems to be fighting a shadow. All right. This guy. So, 5'10". He needs to make a wisdom save. He passes, surprisingly. Oh, never mind. He has -2 wisdom. He fails.
Bye.
Please roll me damage for this new round, Sam.
Sure. Yeah, you got it. And
Okay. 10. So he was up here. Or I think he was here. Because he attacked Finn. So 5, 15, 25, 35. And he sees the magic coming from you, buddy. And he begins a smashing. All right. Ogre Rat is going to do a bite. That's a natural 20.
That will hit.
Okay. Rennie, do you have your reaction back?
Um, I do. My turn came up. I am going to use another charge and make that a normal.
Okay. Does it say that you cancel that you remove it from being a critical?
I will read you the Guardian Emblem. When you or a creature you can see within 30 suffers a critical hit while I'm wearing the armor or wielding the shield, you can use your reaction to expend a charge to turn the critical hit into a normal hit.
That's real good for you on the wording of that. Okay. So, from the one claw, so he hits you with a claw and a bite. The claw does 7, and the bite does 6. So I need 2 concentration saves, DC 10, which you probably can't. You might be able to fail.
Okay. 7 and 6. Sorry, just adjusting my hit points.
Yeah, no worries.
And then 2 concentration saves with advantage.
Yep.
That's Constitution, right?
Correct. I imagine you're going to make them because you're some sort of warcaster, but
First one's fine without the second roll.
okay.
Second one's also fine without the
Alright.
second roll.
I rolled bad damage. It's fine. All right. So that was that. You canceled his cool crit ability. That makes him a very
Good.
sad lad. That's his turn. Hey, the plague doctor goes. He got to make a wisdom save. He fails it, so he will take 10 more damage. He's starting to look bloodied. And he turns his ire after that pathetic missing on you and will attempt to claw the shit out of you. And bite you, of course. Nope. Okay, so, claw. God, I roll so bad. Miss. Claw. Even worse. Bite. Come on, man. Make a showing. 17. Does 17 hit you?
No.
God damn it.
My AC is 18.
I rolled... The highest roll I rolled
Damn.
against you with this main guy is a 10. So... That's
I'll take it.
His pathetic
I'll take it.
showing. You go. All right, you're going to attack Lamont because you're not super smart. But you're now at a -3 to hit. That's 1 hit.
And damage.
Why can't I roll this against fucking Otis? All right. So 1, 4, 4, and 5 is 9. So he takes 4. All right. He's doing the work. Okay, that's that one. This one will attack, and it will also second wind as a bonus action for 15 HP. All right, this one on you, Dizzy. Let's see. You hit it.
Let's go.
You hit it twice, and your dog.
Yep.
How many times did your dog Reggie hit?
Also twice.
You're hitting harder. Yeah, he's going to attack you. He'll do 2 claws against you. And that's a D12, so that's not what a D20 looks like. 19 is my highest on my claw. And then like a
19 will
15.
do.
And then the bite misses. So he claws you for 11 slashing. And he gains... And you watch as some of this venom pumps into him, this serum, and he second wins for healing himself.
What a bastard.
All right. Finn.
Finn's gonna work on the plague doctor.
Sure.
AC 12.
That will miss.
Mm.
Okay. He will attempt again. That's a hit.
Yep.
And he will. Oh my god! A pathetic 7 damage with sneak attack.
You know what? That feels good. That feels like we're all on equal footing. Uh, is that all of
What a
Finn?
shit show. That's all Finn.
At the end of Finn's turn, this diseased rat leaps through the spirit guardians, getting eviscerated, smashes into the were-rat plague master. Another vial of liquid go through him, and you watch his eyes bulge, his fangs enlonging, and he begins like breathing hard. Let's see how much he does. I wish I could just roll that to hit you. He heals up a little bit. All right. That was his legendary action. Fan Kellen.
Okay. I will use a bonus action to cast Kinetic Jaunt.
Okay.
Move over to there. And hit the Plague Doctor with a Firebolt as I push the red button on my gun.
Sure.
23.
Hits.
5 plus. Nope, wrong one. Just the D8. 11 fire.
All right. He healed up before, but he is bloodied again as he staggers back, kind of like against his workstation, but he's still fighting. All right, Dizzy.
And I'll move up to here.
Okay, are you climb? That would be you climbing on his lab, full of
That's fine.
volatile chemicals.
That's fine.
Perfect.
I'm cool with that.
I love that. All right, Dizzy, it's your turn. Ready?
All right, it's happening. That is going to be 10 damage.
All right. Thing is bloodied again, or almost bloodied again. So you're just going
Okay, that's
toe to
another
toe
hit.
with this rat ogre, smashing down, just holding your shield. behind.
Yeah. He'll take 14 more damage.
All right. You see a lot of wear and tear. Some of the stitching starting to come undone.
I'm going to slide one over so I'm still next to him.
Sure.
And Reggie will get some attacks in.
I love
AC 12 hits,
that.
right?
The rat. No, it does not.
Not the ogre? Okay. Then he will miss both times.
Okay. He hits, but his bite just doesn't pierce the skin.
And that is me.
Top of the round, Otisesh.
We'll
Did I
start
hear
off
you
with
this morning yet?
a bonus action to spiritual weapon, the
Sure.
big bad guy.
I love that.
26.
Hit.
I am rolling opposite of everyone else. 8
Listen, it's,
damage.
it's your moment to shine.
Yeah. And then I'll toll him.
How dare you? God. All right, how much
Pay the
damage?
toll.
The toll does 3 again on the D12.
That's amazing.
Oh
to me.
no.
Right after I bragged about how good I was rolling.
I mean, listen, you haven't missed. Your batting average is amazing. You just hit
That's
singles.
that's the whole point of this character. I roll badly, so try to avoid doing it.
You're just gonna sit tight. You feel good where you are. Your life is great. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Just staring him down, no
Well-
blinking.
Lamont doesn't see him anymore. Oh my God! He breaks the fear effect. He will head into the room again. He will attack this guy. He hits. So this will be another. Oh Jesus! All right. So this guy's down 10 points of strength. Okay. He's just having his own personal battle. All right, that's that. All right, please roll your damage for spiritual guardians for this round,
Oh,
and I take it fully in the face.
seven.
All right. He, the carrion ogre, will continue to attempt to smash you, and I'm gonna roll a different die. Okay, let's see. He's gonna do 2 claws, miss because I rolled terrible. Same roll, even more terrible. I'll do a different die for a bite. Natural 20.
All right.
All right.
You're
Not
getting
on my
nothing or
watch.
not. Yes.
Son of a.
It's the last one I got.
All right. Well, you take 9 damage from the non-critical bite.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure you'll make your con save, but you can roll 2 ones. And that would be cool for me to not have spiritual guardians.
I did not roll 2 ones.
Okay,
I rolled a 19 and a 17.
As his bonus action, he will second wind because this one has not yet.
These ogres have been taking spirit guardians too, right?
They have, but each of them has 1 second wind, but it's like a D12.
That's
plus,
fine.
plus 8. Oh no, I've been taking
That's
it. That's what I just rolled for. All right, let's roll another save for spiritual guardians. Ooh, I fail. Okay, so I take 7. Oh boy, guy not looking good. He will attempt to attack Otithesh. And maybe, oh my god, I hit you. Holy butts, finally. This is what I was looking for. All right, so this will be, it's a 15 plus 7, which is 22. So you will take 11, and I need you to make a con save of 14.
That for concentration or something different?
Constitution save. It's for something different.
Okay. 20.
Okay, so you don't take the extra poison damage. You take a total of 11 from the bite.
Mhm.
And then
Cool.
he will claw you twice more. And I roll like dog shit. But he got 1 attack in, so I feel good about that. Make your concentration save. I'm sure you make it. All right.
Actually, I only got a
Ooh.
10.
That's all you need.
That's all you need.
Okay, sweet.
So you're good. All right, so if he attempts that, this carrion ogre, he's so weak. So he's at a minus fucking 5 to this? Gross. But not that crit. And then that additional attack. Okay. So.
You finally got to do it, Gene. Whatever it is.
I mean, it's real bad to Lamont, but that doesn't really matter. So. All right. You hear? He did it. Guess what? That ogre did some extra attacks. It was cool for that guy. All right. This guy, this top one, fighting you, Jizzy.
Let's go.
He's going. He's going for you. All right. Bite. Oh boy. What is it? Terrible? Yeah. Miss. 2 claws. My highest is a 17, so I think that will miss you.
Nothing doing.
Cool. 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 It is Finn's turn.
Finn is gonna stab big bad man.
Don't. He's a nice guy. He just wants high fives.
And you know what? Finn is going to do a. Oh no, he's not. He's just gonna stab him.
He's in melee, so he can't really sharpshoot.
AC 14.
That will miss.
That's what I thought. You will try again. AC 20.
That will hit.
All right. You will deal 15 damage.
This guy is on death's door.
That's Finn.
All right, at the end of Finn's turn, this guy will take a legendary action. Kaboom! He makes deep eye contact with you,
Good.
and you watch as he puts his hand through the undulating mirror. As that
Oh no.
happens, black shadow liquid begins to fill the room. For a moment, everything goes dark. And a few of you hear a familiar feeling, and you recognize the voice, at least for Disbin and Kellen and Finn. It is the voice of Boel Smithers in his fallen angel form, and he goes, "You have come to interfere once again. Know that I am waiting for you." And you all feel a pull to the north. Just further north, but locally. And
Okay.
maybe, and I will say for Odysseus, you hear a hissing in your mind from your special things, and you know this is the enemy. This is the purpose that you were sent to help stop. And as the darkness, it still fills the room, but we're gonna keep going because I'd like to end the round, and then we'll say what happens. But it is currently dark. You kind of see the Were Rat Plague Master. He is a little obscured, but the room is currently. You know what? Let's say it. The room, you're all blind currently in this room.
Fine.
All right, that is the end of Finn's turn. Kellen.
Oh, shit. I can't do any attacks then, right?
You absolutely can. You just can't see where they go, so you could aim for where it was.
I mean, the guy wasn't that far, so at least I would hope that I could hit him.
Correct.
Shit. Okay.
Firing in the dark. Always smart.
I'm going to do something different this time. I don't know if it's crazy. Basically, Kellen pushes a different button on his gun. Well, nobody would see it. And he basically casts a scorching ray through his gun, so he gets 3 shots.
Okay.
So we have...
All right, you're gonna make 3 attacks, all at disadvantage.
Okay, the first one is 18 is the lowest, so that's a hit. Second attack is a 14.
That'll miss.
And the last one and a 16.
That'll hit.
Okay, so I get... Let's see clearly. So we have 2d6, 6, 11, 22 fire.
Okay. You all feel more than see this conflagration in front of you. Odysseus, in extreme heat, and you hear this thing fall to the floor, crumpled, withered, dying. Then all of you begin to hear a thud around you as you feel the ground shake as these ogre rats fall. But in that, and then, well, they are falling. And we're, Dizzy, it is your turn. The darkness is still here, and you hear the ogres falling around you.
They're just dropping?
Uh-huh.
Mm. All right. Well, I knew that the master alchemist was behind me,
Yes.
so I'm going to take a step, and I'm going to try to swing.
You see, like, you feel with your foot a flaming heat in front of you.
Oh, well, Even from that back area, or just where I am now?
Where you just stepped to.
Does it feel like if I end my turn here, that heat is going to be problematic for me?
No.
All right. Well, I'm going to blind swing.
Okay. You don't have to roll. As you swing, you at first swing up and you don't feel anything. And then you swing down and you just hit a flaming body that is on the floor.
Oh. Ooh. Okay. Um, I don't have another attack. Well, I guess I do, but
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can say.
I've
In
I
your
heard him
head,
fall.
you hear Reggie tell you, whatever you're near smells wicked and foul.
Okay. 14.
Okay, what are you doing? You didn't tell me what you're doing.
I'm sorry, I was swinging down my war pick. Again,
Okay.
I don't know that he's necessarily down.
Okay. With a 14, I'll say so you would have advantage and disadvantage, but they would cancel each other out. Did you roll regular?
No, I rolled with disadvantage.
Roll regular.
A 19.
That will hit. Um, what kind of damage are you doing?
Silvered, I want to say piercing.
Okay, please make me a Constitution save versus poison.
Yes, it's piercing. Con save. 19.
Okay, as you hit down on this unmoving body, a splurt of its blood kind of washes to you, but you move aside before it hits you. And Reggie also jumps away, like it's bad smelling.
Okay. And it definitely felt like I hit someone on the ground kind of thing.
Correct.
All right. I'm going to back away from him
Sure.
and stand next to Finn.
Okay.
And I don't think I'm going to take my second attack to do anything.
Okay.
I guess I'm done.
All right. So as the round kind of comes to a close, the bodies fall, the flaming plague master on the ground, the darkness begins shaking. You watch as each of these ogre rats begin to wither as the cloud condenses and begins to shoot inside of this dead creature on the floor like a marionette. The plague master begins to rise again, glowing black eyes, and that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Whoa.
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 Yeah. So, thank you guys for playing. I know we went a little bit later, but I wanted to get to
That's
that point. So I appreciate all of you, and hopefully in 2 weeks we will get back together as I fucking try to find my mouse so I can adjust how my stuff works. But yeah, thank you guys for playing. You guys rescued 3 of the people, and I kind of have a better idea of what the plan was. And now you're stopping it like heroes, and I will adjust things accordingly. So I appreciate all of you for making it. I know it's a late night, but thank everyone who was watching us, and have a good night.
Good night, y'all.
Night.